I've had this argument with a feminist before. She was like, oh, well, we've never tried matriarchies. We've only tried patriarchies, blah, blah, blah. And I said, listen, bitch. I said, yeah. They have been tried. The problem is it's very, very difficult to survive under a matriarchy. It's not the natural gender roles. And the matriarchies that did exist in humanity, I'm sure they existed. The reason we don't discuss them is they never even got a chance to create any history because they were fucking decimated by the patriarchies. What are the odds of every single society since the dawn of human time all across the planet being run by men? All of them. This is not an idea that could have spread. You had the Aztecs and the Mao dynasty. They didn't fucking talk. Every single civilization that we can ever possibly name or discover, men were in charge. The reason for that is because all the ones where women were in charge got fucking wiped out because they're not competitive. Feminists are fucking walking down the street saying we want the same rights as men. You have more rights than men. There's not a single thing a man can do a woman can't do, but you have a whole bunch of laws in your favor. Yeah. You have more rights than men already. What the fuck you talking about? At 24, I couldn't pay the rent. At 28, I was a millionaire. And at 32, I bought a Bugatti because I was worth $20 million. That's how quickly you can get rich with a plan. If you don't have a plan, all you have is a dream. If your plan to get rich is longer than 3 years, it's a dream. It's a fantasy. It's a hope. If you're going to sit around and pray for a miracle, it's never going to happen. If you want to get rich, find somebody who's rich and start training to get rich right here, right now.
Hi Andrew Tate, I love you.
Come on, let's go.
Big Booty Billy donated $1. Pudgy Aiden.
Bro, what Andrew, you're passing it, bro.
Great. This is amazing. Shut up and listen.
Make a Wish Kid donated $1. I've been in a wheelchair for 15 years. Aiden and my friends just showed me your stream tonight. I just wanted to say thank you for making me get out of my wheelchair to turn your stream off.
You're a fucking asshole, bro. You're a fucking asshole. Nah, that's not even.
Shut up, Pudgy Aiden.
Bro, that is not funny, bro. You've been hearing the same thing like.
Hey, Pudgy.
Dude.
Thank you, Mr. Tate, for adopting Pudgy Aiden and saving him from Haram LA.
You're welcome.
Aiden, you are a fat, stinky loser. Get down and do at least 20 push-ups right now.
Wow. Yo.
You think if we really wanted fucking electric cars, we couldn't have them? The first electric car was in 1846, I believe. I don't believe, I know. It was 35 or 40 years before gasoline cars. Everybody knew people will take more seriously is when Aramco, Saudi, the kingdom, runs out of oil. Now, I'm here to tell you, they have hundreds of trillions of barrels. They're never going to run out of fucking oil in your children's lifetime.
The men don't care about the big old lips.
Yes, they do.
And the women are doing that for themselves.
Yeah.
Because the men don't care about it. The men would rather a woman change her stinking attitude, but the women will go out there like, oh, I'm going to change this, I'm going to change that. If you look at a man and the man said, yeah, he's fat, he'll go and hit the gym. What's the woman go and do? Get a BBL, get her lips done, put on her makeup, put on her hair, and stay the big old fat person that she is and say, oh, it's body positivity. The men don't even want that. The women are not getting all this cosmetic surgery for the men. They're getting it for themselves. What man wants a woman that's going to turn around, go and have an operation, and can't sit on a plane because her ass has been injected or been interfered with? She got to lie there on her stomach. You think the men want that? I'm worried about some of the men because they must go out with a woman, and then when they wake up in the morning, they think, who the hell is she?
The scars,
by the time you take everything off, women need to change their attitude before they change their makeup. The same way how women can go out there and learn to put makeup on, learn to cook, learn to wash by hand, learn to please a man.
She's right.
For who?
And we're living in a world now where slowly, little by little, every choice we have is being removed to the point where in 200 years, take the injection, here's your microchip, boom, you're not allowed in this area, this area, this area, scan your microchip when you need food, bang, you're the slave class, you're the ruling class. And that is this is where we're getting. No one else seems to see it, everyone else thinks I'm crazy. Who's the elite and who's the slave? Can you not see what's happening in real time?
You don't get your own pronouns, just like you don't get your own prepositions or your own adjectives. You know, it's like if I were to tell you, my adjectives are handsome and brilliant, and whenever you're talking about me, you have to describe me as handsome and brilliant because that's how I identify. It makes no sense. You don't get your own pronouns. That's grammar. That's language.
So you think it's a delusion? Someone is self-delusional?
Yeah, I think it's delusion. It could be mental illness. It could be it's a lot of different things. With children, you know, there's also just a basic confusion that all kids have.
I mean, first of all, Hitler and Stalin were very singular types, and there's a bit of Hitler and Stalin in everyone. So
Hitler and everyone? Really?
There's more than a bit.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, well, why would have Nazism spread the way it did? You know, people think, well, that's all top down. It's not top down. You can't have a totalitarian state unless every single person is willing to lie about everything all the time. And so in a truly totalitarian state, husbands lie to their wives and parents lie to their children. And the totalitarian state is actually the grip of the lie.
Yo, you want to see boobs? Bye.
I'm good. I can see boobs on my phone anytime. Also, where the fuck is your dad? I'd like to speak to him about the fatherless behavior.
What's in your wallet right now?
I'd say about probably $400 or $500.
$400 or $500
Something like that,
in
yeah.
cash.
Yeah.
Is that what you're always carrying?
I generally carry something like that.
In
yeah.
20s or 50s or hundreds?
Well, I've got a few hundred.
I want to see. Let's
You want to see? Okay,
yes,
sure.
I do.
Yeah, well, most women do. You're not unusual. What have I got? I've got 5 100s.
5 100s.
Yeah, and then.
All right, a 10, a couple ones, a 5.
This is-
You're ready to tip and you're ready to dine out
sure.
and have a big night out in town
Yeah,
tonight.
this is pretty standard.
So when a guy criticizes a woman, oh my God, right? If you don't believe me, think about it. If a dude's fat, we just call him fat. You're a loser, huh? Woman's fat, love your curves, girl. You go. She's rude and obnoxious. Oh, you know what? They just can't handle you. You're strong and independent, fierce. We have all these terms to cover up female inadequacies, but we don't have these same terms for men.